always worry about. And we're on. All right, we're live. What's up? What's up, Ben Daniel? BDP talks football. How you doing, man?
How we doing? How we
I
doing?
we still got the
Is it a redemption
LaShawn.
day? Is it? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it better be.
I have a Carson jersey. I have a McNabb jersey. I have a Devonta Smith jersey. But I think I told you this is the old school stitched.
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I just wanted
I
to
was
make sure you still had the LaShawn on because I couldn't
yeah.
see the
Yep.
number. But actually, it's funny. Real quick detour because of what you just said. Can I just say, because he drove me nuts while he was here because I just felt like in press conferences he seemed to be a guy, and I think he was, and I think maybe he regrets that now as he's matured, that Carson Wentz was relying on talent, and he was a high draft pick, and he felt entitled to the starting job, and so on and so forth. But I
Mhm.
got to tell you, man, I feel bad for that guy right now. Like he's given everything he has to Minnesota. They've got no offensive line. The coach is basically throwing him under the bus, and he's just getting so much hate. And I'm like, dude, that guy is out there like breaking his body for you. Like, give
You
him
know
a
what?
break, man.
I'm sure this will segue into another topic. But see, yes, that's exactly the path that AJ Brown's gonna get to. And what I mean by that is this: somebody who right, because however Carson Wentz handled himself here, he handled himself here, right? And then when he gets into different places, it gets a little bit different, and then you start to speak a little bit more humbly. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
AJ Brown, I'm telling you right now, AJ Brown, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, dude. The
Yeah,
grass isn't green on the other side.
AJ better be careful. He's going to find himself on a not so great team somewhere.
Like Hassan Reddick,
Yeah,
uh, uh,
that's a great example, man.
finding his way on the. You got paid. You're at the Jets. Have you even touched a field? Have you even strapped
Yeah,
your cleats up since? Have you buckled
I
your
mean
chin strap since?
he's basically done. I mean, that's a great
Yep.
example. He didn't want that money. I mean, I shouldn't say he did want that money. He didn't want to take what was still good money for him. And look what he goes and does.
He sticks up the Jets, gets paid, and still refuses to play. It's ridiculous.
I was,
It's all absolutely
sorry,
ridiculous.
I was trying to find. We are live, right? Oh, okay,
Oh,
there
yeah,
it is. I
we're
was
live.
trying to
Yep.
find it.
Might just
I
have
want
to
to make sure I
refresh.
don't. I just don't want to make sure. I want to. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have I just realized I probably can't even see the chat because I'm not subscribed on my tablet to my
Oh
own
yeah,
chat.
I mean that's interesting. It does say alive.
Yeah, we're live. No, you know what it is? It's the one I put on there with the time. I just realized
Mhm.
I got I'll have to go back and check. I did that in YouTube for those who are wondering why it's still, and I guess I have to connect it to the software here, which I didn't do.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it
yeah,
says that I'm
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
versus third party streaming, but I guess I have to specifically do some
That's
sort
right.
of connection.
Yes. Mhm.
So it is live on the channel. It's just not that thing that's been
Yep.
on there all week, which is weird. But anyway, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So I'll let you keep an eye on it in case anyone
yeah. Nope.
yells
Yeah.
at us in chat.
I
See if
got.
any Chiefs fans show up.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. Where's that Buccaneers guy that was talking all that junk?
Right, right. Yeah, you notice how they all disappear once they actually have to play Philadelphia.
Talking all that
Yeah,
junk. Yeah, he was talking hot mess before that game. Uh, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean guys, and AJ Brown. It's weird because AJ Brown was losing in Tennessee. Then comes Ryan Tannehill. Then comes Derrick Henry, and then okay, they start winning a little bit in Tennessee. He asks out of there like that wasn't good. Like listen to that. Like that wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
You got the best running back in the league. Tannehill, I know he's not great, but the reason why your stock is so high is because he was feeding you the ball, feeding you the ball,
he
feeding
had
you the
some
ball.
he had some big years.
Then you come over
Yeah,
here, you have Jalen Hurts
I
throwing you
don't
the ball, and now you're upset again. It's like, dude,
I don't
sometimes you got
get
to
I
look in the
don't
mirror
get
and
what's
say
going
the
on with
issue
him.
is
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. I don't get what's going on with him. He comes over here and
You ain't To.
with
Like I know he thinks he's To, dude. You're not To, buddy.
you're
You're
not
not
To, man.
To, man.
Um, And by the way, there's a great example of how quickly the game has changed when with how they enforce rules and this and that. Like even
Dude,
To, who
he'd be
didn't play that
suspended.
long ago, if he played now, no, but I'm just saying statistically, like his
Oh my
dominance,
god, dude,
he
he
would be
would
so
be a
much more dominant now
monster.
than he was then.
Holy
It should change so
shit.
much. But I don't get what AJ is doing at this point. And I've seen some people say this, and I hope at this point that he's actually just trolling people. I hope, because you came to Philly, you've had 3 all-pro years, won a Super Bowl, have 2 years of over 1,400 receiving yards, another that over 1,100 in which you played fewer games because you were injured. Like, I don't understand what else you think you want because, hey, bud, I hate to tell you, but our wide receiver 2 is actually a wide receiver 1.
Mm.
So you're kind of lucky that you're still the main target. And by the way, the game that we tried to target you all game long this season, we got our asses kicked.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. We tried
You
to
know,
completely change
it's just
our game plan.
it's absolutely wild. Sort of staying on this. I want to go back to the Diana Rossini, the whole nonsense with the trading, and all she's doing is constantly tweeting out this stuff about AJ Brown getting traded and always using anonymous sources. And which is, to me, is just she's making stuff up that she wants to say. And I don't have it in front of me, but the last one she tweeted out, I don't know if you saw it. It talked about I think it was a defensive coordinator or a coach, an anonymous coach
Defensive
in the league,
coordinator. Yep.
defensive coordinator, and talking about how he didn't see this, there wasn't good communication with
I
Jalen
got it for
Hurts
you.
and
I got
AJ
it for you
Brown.
right here.
Okay.
Quote, it's either a deep shot or a check down. Not much in between. The timing is just off, and you can see it on the field. The communication between Hurts and Brown just isn't there right now. Defensive coordinator on the Eagles' uneven offense.
Okay. Now I want to comment on that last. Thank you for finding that. I want to
Yeah.
comment on that last thing, and this is why I think it's absurd, and this is why I also think that that's a made up quote that source is her. The lack of communication stuff. As soon as I read that, last game he had 4 catches, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Right. The first touchdown, it's 4th and 5. Right. The play call was crap. If you watch the other routes,
Mm-hmm.
AJ Brown basically, I think it was a decoy. Like, I'm not saying he took the play off,
It
but
was a
he's
clear
basically
out.
sitting out to the left, and he's
Yeah.
just him and the cornerback are hugging. Jalen Hurts, and thank you, offensive line. I will give them credit. They gave him time on that play. Jalen Hurts motions with his left arm. Hey, AJ, look behind you, man. Just go. I'm going to hit you for a touchdown. Okay. Communication. 3rd and 13 later in the game, Jalen Hurts scrambles out wide,
Yeah, AJ Brown.
locks eyes with AJ. There's communication there, even if
Yep.
it's nonverbal and no point. AJ comes back to the ball.
That was a
Great
good play.
throw, great catch,
Great
first down.
catch. Great catch.
The second touchdown. Okay, it's a hot read. Jalen points out to AJ, like, hey, okay, this is coming to you. Right? I'm throwing this ball. AJ hits the slant. It's a fake, right? Cornerback bites, goes deep, touchdown. Those are right off the top of my head. 3 of the 4, you can actually see the communication on the field, watching it at home from TV. You're telling me a defensive coordinator saying, oh, there's just no communication. Bite me, Diana. Come on now. Like, stop stirring stuff up, man. Don't you have anything else you can tweet about? Anyway, you go ahead. I talked for a while on that story.
Yeah, I don't know what she could. It's crazy because you say, she's the source. Chicks, my mind doesn't even comprehend that. Like, I can't imagine myself making something up and saying I'm the source, but like I'm going to say, oh, an offensive coordinator said this about the Philadelphia Eagles. But it's great but the thing is, chicks, people do that though. Like that's
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, that's why I'm touching on that because people do that. My mind can't even comprehend that being done because it's so fucking immoral and lacks so much
100%
integrity.
with you.
So the fact that people do this is upsetting. Number one, right?
And look, I have honestly, I have no proof that she's doing it, but like you said, we've seen it enough, or even just we see people, who just put out, not anonymous quotes, but they put out fake quotes that they attribute to people.
Well, she's put out
it happens all the
fake
time.
stuff to where the benefit of the doubt has
and so I'm just saying that because I'm seeing what she's doing and all of this stuff that she keeps putting out about AJ Brown and stuff, and she always includes a quote that's anonymous that allows a trigger for the story that she wants to write about AJ Brown and the Eagles.
No.
And it just seems very convenient that she keeps getting these anonymous quotes. I'd like to know who if a defensive coordinator in the NFL is seeing that, Why is that something he has to speak on anonymously? I mean, that seems like a question that could be asked at a press conference when you're competing against the Eagles and the guy answers the question. Like, why is that even anonymous anyway?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a good point. That's like anonymous defensive coordinator, and she's just taking a quote from a press conference like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I've soured on AJ Brown. I mean, we've talked about this a little bit because like
Yeah.
you're not
I'm
To,
trying
dude.
hard not to,
You're
man,
not
but it's
To,
tough
man.
right now.
You're not To. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's all I can
And and
say. Because
and then if
that's what he thinks he is, chick. So that's all I gotta say to him. You know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
he literally thinks he's T fucking O.
yeah.
You get,
And
dude. He's closer to. This might sound crazy, but it might not sound crazy. He's closer to Des Bryant than he is to To. He's closer to Des Bryant than he is to To. Let's call a spade a spade a spade.
oh man.
Let's call a
I
spade a spade
I
here,
have
dude.
so many mixed feelings on that. Because I mean, Des Bryant is a Cowboy.
Yeah.
But and I can't even remember the topic though. But there was stuff early in
He's
the
got better
season that
hands than Des, but dude, he's no To, man.
he does have good hands.
He's no
Um,
To, bro.
but I can't remember what it was. But there was some stuff I think at the beginning of the season, and I don't even remember if it was football related. But I guess someone connected to me somehow, commented on it, and so I was getting some Des Bryant stuff in my feed, and I remember something he said, and I was like, I responded back because I was like, man, I don't know that anything hurts my soul as much as this, but I'm gonna have to agree with Des Bryant. Like I can't,
Yeah,
I mean, come on, Cowboy wide receiver.
yeah.
And I don't remember what it was, but
It's like
yeah,
like he's better than Des Bryant. Like he's past Des, but if Des is over here and To's over here, he's closer on the Des side of that spectrum than he is to the To side, dude. Like
yeah. I mean,
we're
he's a heck of a wide receiver, but there's it's just no reason for all this. I mean, this is petty 12-year-old drama, attention seeking drama, like all the stuff that he keeps posting out. It's ridiculous. Why are you doing it? I just don't get that, man. It doesn't make any sense to me.
yeah. You have a
Um,
and again,
and
you have a luxury of riches here. Like there's so many options. Like, dude, if you were the number one, if you were by far the clear cut best offensive weapon on this team, and our number two was really like a number three that we're forcing, and our number then you have a gripe. Then you're like, dude, there's really nobody on this team. Like like Jamar Chase, for example. Yeah, T Higgins is nice, but hear me out here. Like, dude, if Jamar Chase is only getting four catches a game, then Jamar Chase, you can then I understand it, Jamar Chase, because there's not really many options to other than you to go to. But AJ Brown, there's only so many passes you can
right,
catch when we have Devontae Smith, when we have Dotson, when we have Goddard, Calcaterra, Barkley out of the backfield. There's only so many balls that you can catch, dude. I know you want 9 catches a game.
right,
I know that's all you want. You got your Super Bowl ring. That's all you care about now is I want 9 catches a game. I want 9 catches for 110. Dude, it's not going to happen here every game. It's not going to
right.
happen anymore. Go back to Tennessee if that's what you want. Get out of here. But stop pitching a
Yeah,
stink because you had, oh no, I only had 4 catches for checks notes, 120 yards, checks note, 2 touchdowns.
two
Oh,
touchdowns,
the
right?
horror, dude. It must be so hard to beat you. And
And
let's be honest here, right? It was the route that Jalen, but he beat his man wide open, perfect throw. The second
yeah,
touchdown, wide open, perfect throw. I mean, it was at the end of the game. I'm not sure if he was killing time, but it looked like after what was it, like the last drive of the game where they went deep, and he just kind of he caught it and he tried to do like a spin move, but it was like it just looked like he was
oh yeah,
throwing
yeah,
out. Like, dude, wide open, like you're wide open.
yeah. Um, and he's wide open. The other thing too is, which I don't know if he just doesn't get it or what, but like the game Devontae Smith had last game, right? That type of stuff is going to make future games and opportunities easier for AJ Brown, right? Like to your point about who's on the other side, that's why I keep saying Devontae Smith is a wide receiver one, man. He is not a two. And I don't mean that in like, oh, I'm saying I'm making the statement that he's better than AJ Brown. What I'm saying is if he's on another team, there are a whole lot of teams where he's the one, right? I mean, that's we basically have a 1 and a 1A. And like you said, Goddard, Calcaterra is the worst blocker in the history of sports as football as a tight end, but he's a good pass catcher. Barkley, and last year too, you could add Gainwell to that, who was a heck of a receiver out of the backfield. There are a lot of options on this team, on a team that is a very good run team. Yeah, you're not going to get targeted
It's
all the
like,
time.
dude, are
And
you
again,
watching?
we
Like, did you
we
watch
did.
yesterday? Did you watch last? Not you. Like, I'm not talking to you. Like, did
I
you
know what you mean.
watch last week against the Vikings, dude? The only person they can throw to is Justin Jefferson. That's the only person they can throw to. You think Justin Jefferson doesn't want, dude? Can you stop throwing me the ball? I'm literally getting fucking destroyed out here. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
I saw,
oh man, bro, it's frustrating, man. It's
I
frustrating.
saw where someone said trade AJ Brown for Justin Jefferson straight up. AJ can get his catches and Justin can get his Super Bowl.
Shoot,
I said,
it's
yeah, it sounds about right. How
it's
far apart? Well, I mean, Justin's younger, but they're not that far apart in age, right?
not maybe
I
4 years, maybe
I
4 years
don't
apart,
think,
3 4 years apart.
but I don't think Minnesota would make that trade.
Yeah, dude. The thing is, we don't even need anybody that good. You know, I know that'd be nice, but I'd rather get like a decent receiver and like defensive help. I know you're just throwing out a
Well,
hypothetical.
yeah. You mean
I
for
know you're just
during?
throwing out,
Oh,
yeah,
you mean if they can make something happen by the trade
yeah,
deadline? You mean
yeah,
in season? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. They definitely need, because
yeah,
still need defensive end help
yeah. I'm a
and still need a CB2.
dude. I got to be honest with you, man. I saw Brandon Graham walk through that locker room. It's like it must be only when the rumors started. He said, "Oh, there are rumors out there. Let me go get in the gym." Dude, he does not look in shape, man. He doesn't look in shape. He doesn't look
Well,
ready. His face is fat. His gut is big. Like I get it, man. If you were in shape this whole entire time, you wouldn't need to sit out this week. Let's be honest here. If you kept yourself in shape
well,
this whole
yeah, but
entire
I
time,
mean,
you
yeah, and you can't even expect that, because why would you expect the guy who just retired to stay in game shape for the best football league in the world? I mean, he's not. There's no way. All you can
yeah,
do
but
is
dude, you
hope
look at
that.
James. You look at James Harrison, dude. James Harrison, I guarantee you, pick up James Harrison out of the street, you plop him in there. James Harrison's ready to go. He's ready
Nah,
to
he's
go,
not.
dude.
He might look it, but because he's got the genetics for it, but
Dude, Graham doesn't
he
even
ain't ready
look.
to go.
Graham doesn't even look it. He doesn't even look it. He looks fat, chicks. He looks fat and overweight. This is a
Dude,
feel good. This is a feel
he's
good story. That's not going to do much.
he's a defensive
Let's
lineman.
let's be honest, dude. Brandon Graham was trash for the first 5 to 6 years he was in this league. The first 5 to 6 years. I remember freshman year of high school, like, dude, oh, we got Brandon Graham. Oh, okay. And then I'm sitting there come like 2012, 2013. I'm like, wait, is this guy still on the? He's still on the team. We haven't gotten rid of this guy yet. Dude, let's stop. Let's stop. He had a nice run. He proved himself after starting out very rocky. He proved himself. But stop. Why are we bringing out the? Why are we bringing him back? Why are we bringing him back? That's lazy. Howie, go get somebody like really ready to go. Go make a trade for what's the guy from the Bengals who hasn't signed an extension?
See,
What's his name?
here's Trey Hendrickson, but
Go make some moves, dude.
here's where y'all are getting crazy. See, this is where y'all, and I'm going to add you to that group of Eagles
Bring him
fans
back an
getting crazy
old. Bring him back
when
an
it comes
old dude.
when it comes to making moves. The Eagles need specific help. The entire league knows
Dude's
the Eagles need.
37 years old, bro.
You're not
You didn't
listening.
even
You're
know
not
that. You didn't
listening.
even know that, did you? You thought he was probably 30. He's 37.
No, actually, I thought he was 38.
Get him out of here, bro.
Howie is good at what he does. Although you look at this offseason and we could actually have that conversation that he's not as good as we all think. But the Eagles are clear buyers and the entire league knows it. Howie can't just go out and, the other team has to agree to a deal. Howie cannot go out and just magically make a deal that benefits the Eagles, because everyone knows that he's in desperation mode right now. So we're going to have to overpay. There will not be a trade that people are going to be happy with, even if he brings in a big name, because we're going to have to give more than we would have had to give in the offseason. That's just the way it is. We are going to set ourselves up for failure down the line by overpaying now. Howie is a clear buyer. Everyone knows it. They're not going to give him what he wants. There will be no fair deal. If something was going to cost a first round pick before, now it's going to cost a first, a second, and a fourth. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way it is.
He's not having a good season, but dude, when he was on the table, you had to go get Parsons. When he was on the table, that's the move you need to go get.
He was never on the table.
We made offers for him. We didn't make
Right,
good enough offers
he,
for him. But
he was never on. That's my point. He was never on the table.
You need to overpay to get good players. You need to overpay to get good players.
But he was never on the table ever.
Yes,
ever.
He was. Yes, he was.
No.
Yes, he
dude,
was.
Think about what you're saying. A star Dallas Cowboy. Okay. No, never on the table to go to the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know what's funny? I think Jerry Jones is so cooked. He doesn't. It means nil to him.
Then he would have taken the deal because we offered far more than Green Bay did.
You got to offer more. You got to offer more. You got to go get some dogs, dude. Again, Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati. That is a perfect guy.
I think you were sniffing glue before you got on here.
No, I'm being realistic, man. Like Brandon Graham, I get it. He's an Eagle. He's been in the championship teams. He's not good anymore. Like he's not good anymore. So we can't champion this move just because he was on the team.
But
give me somebody good. Stop being lazy.
Who championed it?
Go out and get me something. You need to go and get me something. Dude, Eagles fans are rejoicing over this Brandon Graham coming back.
No.
I see this guy coming back, and I'm like, why are we bringing him back?
I haven't seen that. Most of what I've seen is, man, Brandon Graham's story should have been left alone. He went out a Super Bowl champion, and he should stay retired.
Yes, they're talking from that's a perfect storybook ending. That's what they're talking about.
And I think he should have. I don't think signing him. I don't think he's going to do anything. I don't think signing. But what they're looking at. And that's the other thing that maybe people are getting confused about. The whole point of bringing back Brandon Graham, and to your point about being out of shape, is can he give us 5 or 10 obvious passing down plays per game? He's not coming back to play.
No, I know.
And we'll see if he can do that. I mean, if he can go all out for 5 to 10 plays where it's like 3rd and 8, then that gives us something more than we had previously, in hopes that before the trade deadline, Howie can actually get something done. But we're definitely, and here's the thing though, this is the key point, because you talk about for great players, you got to overpay. That is 100% true all the time. But we're in a situation where we're going to have to pay for help the way most teams would overpay for great players, because everyone knows the situation that the Eagles are in. They're desperate in certain positions, and their goal is a Super Bowl. So trades are going to be held hostage at this point, right? Like even for average players, we're going to have to overpay.
Yeah, we got to put the fire to Howie then, dude, because
well, he might be behind the scenes.
Was on the table. He has to. He has to make a move. If he doesn't make a move before the trade deadline, then that's not good.
I agree with you there.
We have what's his name? Joey Bosa, available all offseason. Goes to Buffalo. It's like, dude, why are we getting these guys?
Yeah. Well, I think it was a combination of injuries. I mean, that's the other thing. We have what? 3 or 4 defensive ends out injured. Right. So you have injury. And then also, I think, some of those guys, well, some of them are injured, so we don't know, just haven't quite been what they could be. And, a great, now I know he's technically a linebacker, but we also know he rushes the passer. I think a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Sign, or a good sign, was the way Jalen Hunt played last week. Right. Like we hadn't seen that from him all. And he's one of those guys that we hope could be, while technically not a defensive end, that linebacker, defensive end, pass rushing hybrid kind of player, right? And so hopefully last week is a good sign. So if he can continue to bring that, we got, oh man.
Dean's back.
Dean, yeah, that's what Nakobe. I mean, I know it wasn't a pass play on the rush, but that he made a statement when he came back too. That fly, he went into that backfield like a missile, man.
He blew that shit.
He went like that was a nuke, man.
He
He was like,
blew it up.
I'm back, and yeah, I know this rookie's been playing well, but I
Yeah.
don't plan on sitting on the sideline.
No, they got to
You
get
know,
him. They got to get
and
him
there
around
be
the.
and see, there's another example too. Can Dean, because now we with Campbell and everything, people keep saying Campbell, but I think Dean would be actually the better example. Can he be more of that defensive end, at least on obvious pass rushing downs, kind of pass rushing guy,
Who's the other
as
outside
opposed
backer? Why aren't they both outside backers?
Campbell? You got Campbell, obviously Bond, Hunt. See, that's what I mean. Like the way we play defense now, like Hunt's considered a linebacker.
Because
Dean, but we kind of really only play with two of them now because of the way the NFL is. So
Vaughn's
that's what I
say
mean.
like
Like,
more the traditional middle linebacker.
yeah, like the outside linebackers now a lot are more like it's just not as obvious because of the more like a Lawrence Taylor type, right? Where they do a lot of pass rushing, on at least on obvious passing down. So I think Dean might be able to fill that, that Nolan Smith role. Because that's it. Nolan Smith was not a big defensive end, right? Like let's be clear. I mean, I don't know that he's that much bigger than N'Kobe Dean.
He does. If he is, he doesn't look like it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So maybe there's also my hope from within the team is that Hunt and Dean can sort of fill in a little bit in that defensive end pass rushing role. That would be fantastic. Because here's the other thing. And we've talked about this with Makuba. It's like you kind of have to. It's a tough situation because he's got a lot of potential. He does some things really well. In other ways, he's been a disaster. But the only way he gets better is if he plays. But on the flip side is we're not a team that's going to go 5-12. We want to win a Super Bowl. It becomes tricky. So in a way, do we need a safety as well? So it's like, okay, we need a CB2. We need defensive end help. Maybe we need a veteran safety so Makuba can still play. But
Dude, let's get Brian Dawkins,
situation.
bro. Let's get Brian Dawkins. He was like, we're getting Brandon Graham. Let's go get Dawkins.
All
Let's
right,
dude, go call. We need a pass rusher. Go call Emmanuel Acho. Get Acho off the couch.
Brian might be a little older, but
dude,
my
Saquon's playing like shit. Hey, let's take that whole podcast, LaShawn and Acho. Let's just give them their jerseys back and let's run this whole thing back, a la 2009, 2013.
I'm gonna indulge you on that for a second and ask you this.
Yes,
how many of those teams, your favorite teams that you grew up on, how many of them won a Super Bowl?
I don't know, none. But CDS, those
so we're not bringing them back,
dude. Those early 2000 defenses would fuck up our offense. Those Jim Johnson defenses, they would destroy this offense, dude.
And you know what's crazy,
dude? They would destroy this offense.
Yeah,
and no, our defense isn't good enough to compete with Runyon. And maybe no. Runyon would manhandle that defensive line.
Not last year's defense.
Come on, man.
But here's the thing.
Come on.
The late 80s, early 90s Eagles defense would embarrass that early 2000s Jim Johnson's defense.
Okay. What would they do to this year's offense?
Well, that's kind of my point.
What would they do to last year's offense? I get we won the Super Bowl, but come on, like we're not invincible. It's like this team's walking around like they're invincible.
Well, but this team isn't that team. That's the other thing too. In football, more than I think the other major sports, you have a lot more roster changeover. Right, there've been a lot of changes. This is not last year's team.
We got to get that running game going, CBS. That was the only thing that made us invincible last year.
I had that.
That's the issue.
I had that on my list that I want to talk about, and that is what's wrong with Saquon Barkley. And I'm going to give you a couple of things, and I'm really curious what you have to say because a lot of us want to. I get it. We want to give him the benefit of the doubt with that insane season he had last year. But he's at that age and that number of carries. So here's the thing. Look, the play calling has been crappy. 90% of the throws have been Drew Brees style within the line of scrimmage. So they don't have to, we're not forcing defenses to back off the line, which makes it tough to run. The offensive line has not been as good as last year, but it's not a below average. This isn't a 25 out of 32 offensive line. And if Saquon Barkley deserves the money he got and he's that good like he did last year, why am I looking at what DeAndre Swift is doing in Chicago and thinking Barkley can't do that here with this offense? Swift is averaging 4.7, 4.8 yards a carry on his way to 1,000-yard season. Barkley is not even going to hit 1,000 yards if this continues. So all those other things matter. But there's something wrong with Barkley as well that he hasn't been able to even break. I mean, it's not like
He's done.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like he's
Listen
got
to this.
one game where he's got like 120 yards and the others are bad. Every game's been bad.
This is crazy. Saquon has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's in his 8th year. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You know who called the quits after 9 years?
Barry Sanders?
Well, Barry Sanders is a different reason. Ryan Westbrook, dude.
Oh.
And out of the backfield back, someone who can run between the tackles as well. Dude, 9 years. Done.
Yeah.
Saquon's already on year 8.
Yeah. Now he should be a little fresher because he had some injuries in there where he wasn't getting hit, but
also he had that ACL injury. Like he's also been injured. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. Well, that's kind of to the point. Is he's actually, as crazy as it sounds, and I know there's always exceptions, right? But he's at that age where a primary running back can fall off a cliff. Like they start declining, and some of them just fall off a cliff. They hit that wall, and that's my point. Is even with the struggles in the play calling and the offensive line not being as good as last year, and you're watching some of his runs where he does get 3, 4, 5 yards, and they're runs that at first look like, oh, this might be the one he breaks, and he hasn't broken any of them.
Last game was a perfect example. Last game was a perfect example, dude. He was able to get past the line of scrimmage, and then he just is done.
Yeah, he got to the second line, but then he's not. That's it. Done. Like he's not getting anywhere. Which all, and that's, I think, and maybe it's why he didn't get the ball anymore after that. But Tank Bigsby, what is it? I think it was 2 games ago, right? Maybe it was last game, but I think it was 2. Finally gets his first carry ever. Boom, 11 yards.
11 yards, yep.
And then doesn't get another carry the rest of the game. And I'm like, okay, Saquon hasn't done that all year long. Tank comes in, 1 carry, 11 yards after sitting all that time. And then I'm like, I swear it's like they got together on the sideline. The coaches be like, well, damn, this doesn't look good for Saquon. We're going to have to keep Tank out because otherwise we're going to get a whole lot of questions if Tank goes out there and has 95 yards on 12 carries.
See, now here we go. I just pulled up LaShawn McCoy's, right? He was in the league for 12 years, okay? But his last 3 seasons in Buffalo, right? He had the Tampa Bay year, useless, ring chasing.
Right.
The Kansas City year, ring chasing, And then his last year in Buffalo, he had 752 yards from scrimmage. The year before that, 1,500 yards from scrimmage and fell off a cliff. So after year 9, he fell off a cliff. Saquon is literally looking over that cliff. Like you know those old school cartoons, CDS, like where they run off a cliff and then they're just running in midair before they fall.
Yeah.
Saquon's just running in midair right now. I mean, and
he could turn it around because when I look at the volume of carries, like with those guys you mentioned in him, he's lower. I mean, I have to just think off the top of my head, he's lower.
9 rushing yards this year.
Yeah. Isn't that insane? In 7 games. That's it. We're 40% into the season. This is not a 1-2 or this is not a slow start. This is a season.
Yeah, we're halfway in. Yeah, that's not good.
Not good at all. And that's what I mean. It's not like his overall numbers are down, but there's one game in there where he had 19 carries for $120. There's no good game in there.
Dude.
He's out like what? 3.3 yards per carry in a league where the average has to be like 4.2, something like that.
Yeah, dude, growing up, my dad would always say, if your running back's not getting you 4 yards a carry, dude, this is the worst yards per carry average he's had in his career since the year he got injured.
And it's probably not close, right?
His rookie season, 5 yards a carry. Second year, 4.6. Then he gets injured 2020. Only 1.8. And then he bounces back 3.7, 4.4, 3.9. Last year, 5.8. and
Yeah.
now he's down 3.3.
So I think
Oof.
a lot of his success, and man, I don't want this taken the wrong way because I like Saquon Barkley. I'm a Penn State fan in terms of college, and I mean obviously that season he had last year, but I do think a lot, at least to get him going, a lot of his production is very offensive line dependent. All of them are obviously, but I think even more so than some other running backs that are really good. I think he's a little more dependent on that, a little more dependent on getting
And
me
that's
to
how
that
you know he's
second.
hit a wall. Because
Yeah.
in New York, the offensive line was shit. And he
Right.
was crazy stats.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's hit that wall.
Yeah. It's not good. Um,
Man,
yeah, I keep hoping because it's like I don't want him to, I'm not here to bash Saquon. I hope he turns it around, but we're just going over the reality of running back careers. They
yeah.
just don't you get running backs to hit age 28, 29, 30. It's like, man, and I'm talking about primary backs, obviously, like Saquon, who have that heavy load in terms of carrying the football. And and then that's why we had this conversation even before the season started. Even before all of this, I was worried about the season he would have because of the workload last year. I mean, dude, 345 carries, and that was just the regular season, I believe. That's insane. I was like, okay, if we can get a good backup, or it would have been great to keep Gainwell, and we can give him 250 carries this year, and he has a normal, 1,000, 1,200 yard season, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. And that's a team that can get to the Super Bowl because 345 carries is just insane. And yet, that's the thing. You talked about what'd you say his yards are, like 360 something this year,
Yeah.
but he's still carrying the ball a lot. He's one of the top guys in carries per game. At least he was before last game when I checked.
113 attempts. Now, here we go. Now, this
In
guy's coming
7
off.
games, man.
This guy, no,
Right?
I'm glad we got into the CDS. Now, this is a guy that's coming back from injury. But if you look at statistically, he's having his worst season, and he's in year 9.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to compare Saquon to backs like that who can run in between the
Right. Right.
tackles but are still utilized out of the backfield.
Out of the bat. Right. Right.
3.5 yards per carry, the worst in his career.
Yeah, McCaffrey just like wasn't he like the greatest player in the history of the sport last year? And now he's
The year
or
before
was it
that,
the year before?
the
Year
year before
before
he
that.
was
Yeah,
injured last year. But
yeah, that's right.
Dude, like this needs to be addressed. And this needs to be
Oh,
addressed in the draft, not a free agent. I don't want us getting
right.
free
No,
agent backs.
yeah.
This needs to be a draft addressing.
Yeah, and a big part of a part of the problem too is, and this was, we kind of heard this when the Eagles signed Saquon about all the money and everything, and that's part of, again, going back to the way the NFL has changed with the rules and stuff is, while I think they should be, and we saw it to the Eagles' benefit last year, backs just aren't prioritized the way they used to be. Like people just aren't looking for a back that's going to give you 100 yards a game
Mm,
on the ground. You know what I mean? And so there's not enough. I don't think people are willing to pay either in terms of a high draft pick to draft someone or pay free agent wise, either way, the way they used to. And then if you need to rely on the running game a little bit, a lot of teams are in trouble because they just didn't prioritize having a back that can handle it. You know, because yeah, I mean we have to, because here's the thing, even if Saquon rebounds and has a good year, maybe he's got one more next year after that. It's time to find
yeah,
somebody that can
you
and
got to.
I want to add one more thing before you respond. I
Yeah,
wanted to get to, in listening to you talk, I thought, what else is hurting too? I think because I noticed it so much more blatantly this year than last year. And I think this goes to play calling again. Is I swear Saquon is getting beat up more freaking blocking
mm,
than he is running the ball. Like they're relying on him not just to
mm,
chip block and everything. He's literally blocking like he's an offensive lineman on some of these defensive
yeah,
ends and blitzers coming in. And that's just not good. You just can't be doing that, man.
yeah,
They got to
yeah,
change the system and
yeah.
change the plays because he can't be doing that.
Yeah, that speaks to him being a gamer too. I
Oh,
mean, no,
absolutely.
I hear
That's
you,
why I
but
say I don't
yeah,
wanna feel like I'm trashing him because I'm not. I'm
yeah,
just looking at the reality of his career, but I'm like, "Man, why is this guy blocking like he's Cam Jurgens? Like, this
yeah.
is
Well,
ridiculous."
now again, because you said partial play calling, and it has to be the different it has to be a combination of play calling and substitution packages because you don't want okay,
Yes.
Saquon's out, what's his name's in, clear passing play. Saquon, they don't have Saquon block like he used to. This is a clear passing situation. So yeah, that's why you got to switch it up. So when you do put in somebody in there for a clear passing down,
Yeah.
but Saquon's not in there, the defense isn't saying to themselves, all right, this is definitely going to be a pass because they've
And
never
yeah,
seen this before.
that
It's
goes back to the predictability of the Eagles'
yeah,
offense, right? So, oh, they're
absolutely.
in that formation, they're gonna run 90% of the time. They're in that formation, they're gonna pass 85% of the time. It also goes to, I think, and listen to what you just said about that, it goes back to how difficult it is to repeat just in general, but because of what you lose. Because when you're saying that, I'm thinking, who's perfect for this? Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah,
The guy was a good blocker as far as he needed to be, and he's a fantastic catcher out of the backfield. Like, if you put him in, like we're talking with Saquon on, an obvious passing down or this and that, so what? Like, people have to account for Kenneth Gainwell even running the ball on third and long as well, because he was a good runner in those situations. But he can chip block you and get out and then catch the pass and get a first down. We
you
don't
know,
have who's doing that? Like,
dude, we're not even
who else
seeing,
is even on the field, man?
dude, we're not even seeing them in shotgun with running backs on both sides. Dude, I remember watching running backs on both sides of these people in shotgun. When was the last
Well,
time? Like, when was the last time we had two backs standing next to
yeah.
Jalen Hurts in the backfield?
To that point, it's funny you said that because I'm thinking about when we were talking about they don't prioritize running backs anymore and this that. How many teams even have a fullback on their roster anymore?
Yeah, no, the
Right? Like when you
Giants.
said two in the back, I'm thinking, okay, how about the eye? Let's get a fullback back there that's
Yeah,
a lead blocker for
yeah,
Saquon Barkley and see if that gets something going.
yeah.
Change
It's
it up, man.
yeah, and again, guys, like
Get
this is
get what's
like
it?
you can
If
tell
we're
I'm
gonna,
on one today, huh? You can tell. I'm just ready to lay into these guys today.
yeah,
Something
if
about
we
today,
can,
man. It could be the coffee. I don't know what it is, but I'm just ready to
if we
lay
could,
into
yeah,
this
I've
team
I've
today.
noticed. I feel like I brought a Dallas Cowboys fan on the show.
I'm ready to
Um,
lay into this team.
but hey, if we're gonna bring people out of retirement,
Let's go
speaking
get.
of
Let's
Cowboys,
go get.
let's bring what's his name? Daryl Johnson, the fullback for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get that
I was gonna say
fullback.
Mike
Let
Allstott.
him lead.
Let's go
Let
get
him
Mike
lead block for
Allstott.
Saquon. Let him lead block for Saquon.
Oh man.
Uh, you
Now,
know. Um,
no, because it's because you brought up him sacrificing his bias. Like, dude, we don't have anybody else to push Jalen Hurts. Like,
what's
why is Saquon on the field during these tush pushes?
Oh right, yeah,
We
I
don't
see what you're
have
saying. Yeah.
anybody else to fucking push this guy.
Well, sometimes Devontae Smith's back there, or
Why?
wait,
That perfect.
well
Why? Dude.
here,
One time you guys did a decoy tush push. One time.
and it was
That
great.
But that now here's the thing, CDS, that would have worked whether it was Saquon, whether it was Tank Bigsby, whether it was Jahan Dotson. It would have worked anyway. It's like,
Well,
guys,
well,
dude.
here's the thing with that in general though, that like I am obviously a huge defender of the play, really because of the rest of the league, pardon my French, being a bunch of pussies and wanting to ban it because the Eagles are so damn good at it. What they don't understand is we have a quarterback who squats 600 pounds, who actually has a better conversion percentage when he was just running a regular quarterback sneak before the play got instituted. So I don't give a crap about it in terms of whether it hurts us or not, because it won't hurt us.
Yeah, it's the perfect counter to the tush push argument is okay. So how come McConnell, the Vikings head coach, how come he was creative enough to say, "Just lie down, big boy"? Like just lie your fat
Yeah,
ass down.
right, right. Yeah.
Like that's the counter. Coach, Jesus,
That's
what
the
a crazy
evolution of the
concept,
game.
dude! What a
Yeah.
crazy concept. You be creative on the. How many times have I said Nothing's limiting you. You know it's going to be a tush push. Nothing's stopping you from putting backup offensive linemen on the D line and just go fat for fat, meat for meat, force for force. But you
Yeah.
guys insist on putting a 235-pound edge backer out there. It's not my problem that you're putting an edge on Dallas Goedert. You're putting an edge on whoever the fuck else we have in there during the tush push. That's not my problem. Talk to your coaching staff.
Yeah, it's all just because the Eagles are
God.
at a completely different level than the rest of the league.
Well,
Because to your
didn't
point,
somebody run a
that's
tush
how
push last week
that's
and
how
failed miserably?
football that's how football has always been. It's always evolved. Defenses reacting to offenses reacting to defenses. When go way back and Bill Walsh and the West Coast offense and everything, and then defenses had to adjust to that. The Eagles right now, team because of the deep ball, the Eagles, that's the best thing they do. That's the best as in a passing game. That's the best thing Jalen Hurts does. So they're playing two high safeties. Okay, well now, Kevin, you got to adjust to that, man, and run different things and make the defense adjust. That's all. That's part of the game, guys. And who said it? I think it was Sean Payton. In terms of people in the league, I think he was the most adamant. He said, "We got to stop the damn thing. Like, just okay, we got to stop it. That's all.
It's
It's
crazy.
legal for all of us.
Exactly. Dude,
Like,
it's
come
like,
on, man.
but to your point about the high safety, it's like, guys, you know what would stop a high safety? I don't know, some not swing passes, some
Right.
screen passes. You identify a safety going one-on-one on Saquon, he's fucking 15 yards out. Dude, do it. CDS, we talked about, what was it,
You
2 weeks
know,
ago, about the screen pass. Dude, you see
oh
this controller in
yes.
my hand? I'm ready to throw this controller because I haven't seen a damn screen pass with 3 offensive linemen running in front of.
The Eagles used to be very recently the best screen team in the NFL. I don't think I've seen a successful screen pass. In fact, the truth be
Holy
told,
shit.
I don't think I've seen a legitimate screen
Holy
pass
shit.
run this year. We've done that damn thing where we've got Saquon looping back 25 yards behind the line of scrimmage and we throw him the ball, but I have not seen an actual screenplay.
And here we go. It's worse when they do the loop because what does that do for the defense? Dude, he's already getting momentum. You know he's gonna be in motion and then he's gonna
Yep.
slide out to the flats. Dude, the defender's already in a running motion. He's already building up energy to start chasing that down the hill. Instead, you do a screen pass. He's going from a dead stop. He needs to read the play. It's like guys, this is like common sense, man.
Not for our offensive coordinator.
You know what's funny? Um, I do the Sunday night show with Rudy, and I complain about the Eagles, and he's a Dolphins fan, and he's like, "Oh, dude, it must be nice to go."
I know that is true. I mean, we're looking at
Yeah.
probably the best stretch in Eagles history.
Right,
But
right.
but here but
Dude,
here's the thing, man.
that's the thing. It's like, dude, there's so much wrong. What am I not supposed to complain about it because we're 5-2?
Well, well,
Like, come
well. That's
on.
it. And that's what Philly is like. We're always going to want more. It's not that we're ungrateful for this
Yeah.
stretch. It's that we want it to continue.
No, because
Like
the thing is because you see you, you know you see how young the defense is. You see we're
yes.
gonna put AJ Brown to the side. You see Smith. You see Hurts. You see
It's
like you see 3 Super Bowls before Jalen's done.
well
You
that's
can
and
like
that's
you
the thing.
see this.
There's such a small window, and so we have to seize it now
Yeah.
because it's going to close soon. In
Yeah.
fact, you know what? And they may turn it around, but that's the complaint people are you're seeing from Buffalo and their fans now. It's like, whoa, we got Josh Allen. All of a sudden, some of this talent that we had around him when we were competing for a Super Bowl, that's not here anymore.
It's gone.
It might be over.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this facetiously but serious, and being an asshole Eagles fan that I am, dude. Patrick Mahomes is your guys' daddy. He ain't my daddy. He's your guys. He's
Right.
Lamar's daddy. He's Josh
Yeah.
Allen's daddy. He ain't, dude. My quarterback outplays him. Actually, my quarterback beat him in the biggest game. You guys can't even beat him in the championship game. You guys can't beat him in the division game, dude.
He beat all of them.
Yeah, yeah. It's like guys, you need to have a talk with your guy. Like my guy doesn't make mistakes. The Josh Allen making an interception, costly. Lamar Jackson fumbling, costly.
Well, right,
My
and
guy,
there's the thing,
you
right?
don't do that.
People want to look at those other numbers because those guys all throw it 40 times a game, and it's like, okay, but let's talk about the interceptions as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 0 Super Bowls
Yep.
as well. They never want to talk about the fact that Jalen
It's,
always beats them, and Jalen does it in different ways. He'll do whatever is needed, as evidenced last week when things changed up. Right? I mean, it was literally the week after Nicky Knows Right, you know, went off about how, well,
dude,
yeah,
there's
little
so
Nicky
many,
knows.
dude. There's so many fucked up Twitter profiles. I'm trying to think who's a Twitter user that he's
No,
making.
no, Nick Wright from what's up, Fox Sports.
Yeah,
Nicky
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
I call him Nicky knows. He went
Oh
on
shit.
his little rant about how Jalen can't put the team on his shoulders, and he can't be that guy. He hasn't had a 300-yard passing game since 2023, and then literally like the next game he has a perfect passer rating and throws for 326 at like it was like 14 and a half yards per attempt, which is like half of that's good.
Dude,
And
with
he
Nick
doesn't want to
Wright,
talk
it's
about that.
with Nick Wright.
What I was just talking about, or something else?
Well, hold up. I just saw something on Twitter saying AJ. Again, I don't want to read into this. I'm gonna get to that. I just refreshed this because I thought I had a notification here. AJ Brown seems to have deleted an old tweet where he praised Jalen Hurts. He also looks to have deleted almost all tweets where he mentioned him, and then he just goes on
Yeah, but I've seen that, and I
leaving
scrolled
things to
down,
look for this.
and there's someone saying that that's not true. That they're still up. There was just a feed issue with X or something.
Oh, you have to
So
see this. This is what he just posted.
well, I saw that earlier today. People are like to cause a lot of problems. I saw
Um,
someone post and said, "No, you need to delete this. His stuff is still up." That was
okay,
just an X error, an
gotcha.
error with the site.
Now,
Um,
back to Nick Wright. Nick Wright, that's sour grapes.
he bends over for Patrick Daly.
Yeah. But
You know,
see that's the thing. Nick Wright, he has something, and again, he has something on the Buffalo Bills fans. He's got something on the Ravens. He's got something on all. The only team he doesn't have anything on, the only quarterback he doesn't have anything on,
yeah,
is our guy.
yeah,
It's our team.
our guy, of course.
It's like why he came so hard for the LeBron and Michael Jordan argument. Yeah, I mean, you can argue LeBron's got the one thing, you don't got anything. You got nothing on this guy. Well, you
Yeah,
got to attack this guy because you got nothing on him.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
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 crazy. Hey, I just want to I got a couple things here. Just speaking of Jalen, I
it
just
is
want to
crazy,
rattle
man.
off.
It
I
is
want to
crazy.
rattle off to you and get your response, just because of the nonsense that we keep seeing from the media. And yet, listen to this, man.
Eagles better win today, real quick. Eagles need to beat these fucking Giants, man.
Oh, they have, and
They
yeah,
need to beat
and
the fucking Giants.
if here and to that point, I will say
You
one
need to
thing.
beat Jackson Dart up before he gets better. You need to
Dots.
demoralize
This
him
is
now.
this is Dotson's opportunity to secure another year in the league next year, whether even if it's for another team. He needs to go out there and produce, because now he's going to be one of the guys without AJ Brown. And to that point,
Right.
listen to this.
No, hold up.
Think
Now
of
here we go. This is dude. Devontae Smith better get more than fucking 6 targets today. Like this would be the game where I'm saying, I mean, I'm looking at the Giants' defense. Dude, Devontae, route these guys up, bro. Like route them up. If I'm Patullo, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Jalen, Devontae's he's gonna route him up. We're gonna keep it balanced. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
the game plan is going to be to take him away at this point. But think about everything we've listened to with Jalen Hurts this year, and then you tell me if what I'm about to tell you surprises you. Most 2+ passing touchdowns and 0 interceptions in a game by a QB this season. The number is 4. It's a 4-way tie. Baker Mayfield, Drake May, Dak Prescott, and oh yes, Jalen Hurts.
Drake May's a baller, dude.
He is, isn't he?
Bro,
Right?
that
He
kid's
is.
good.
Absolutely. But you listen to all the stuff we've heard about Jalen Hurts. Based on that, if you're someone who's just paying attention to sports media, do you think Would you believe Jalen Hurts is on that list?
No, but to
No.
that point, you have the only guy who's literally gets glazed by the media on that list is Dak Prescott, and they really haven't glazed Prescott in quite a while. But he's the only name on that list that
Oh,
gets the,
they've
you
been
know what I mean?
glazing him hard lately.
But you,
Um,
but Baker,
Speaking of, yeah,
yeah, let's go, let's
I'm gonna follow
yeah.
that up. It's perfect that you said that because someone put this out, and they did it just for the NFC East. Okay, so I'll just give you because you know who else who's gotten glazed a lot, specifically because they use it to attack Jalen Hurts, and that is Jaden Daniels. But this is the NFC East. Okay, now, as we know, Dak was hurt last year. So, like, this isn't a game thing. We know Jalen doesn't throw 800 times a game like that. So, someone said, okay, these are the numbers for each quarterback for their last 500 pass attempts,
Mhm.
which, depending on your offense, could be a season and a half of time. Jalen Hurts, last 500 pass attempts, 70.2% completion rate, 4,060 yards, 29 TDs, and 3 interceptions. All right. Dak Prescott, that amazing, amazing passer, so much better than Jalen Hurts. 68%,
It's not bad.
3,552 yards,
Hmm.
25 TDs, and 3 times as many interceptions, 9. Jalen beats him in every single number for each quarterback's last 500 pass attempts.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's a regular season merchant. Let me just say this,
Oh,
since
he's
we're
he's
here,
a he's a junk time merchant too, just
yeah,
like you will see in NBA. He racks up stats when they're losing at the end of games.
yeah, dude, we're not taking any prisoners today, dude. CD Lamb overrated, Pickens overrated, overrated. Dude, they are so overrated. I listen to this. Listen to this hot take right here. Those players
Uh-oh.
are so overrated. I think the coach gets such a bad rap. Like they're so overrated. Like, oh,
Yeah, I know who
you
he's
can't
saying. Yeah,
succeed with these guys. They're not that good.
yeah,
They're not
yeah,
good
yeah,
guys. They're not good
yeah.
guys.
Um, it's funny that, and that reminds me too. And I can't think of the numbers, but I saw someone the other day.
It's like you
Uh,
Cowboys fans are delusional. Like you guys
someone,
are
yeah,
crazy.
someone clapped back on, some Cowboys fan clapped back on something about, or an Eagles fan clapped back on something about Dak Prescott, and a Cowboys fan comes up and talked about how he destroyed Jalen Hurts, in that first game. Cowboys lost, of course, and then he looked at the numbers, and Dak Prescott against the Eagles opening night was terrible, man. He threw for like under 200 yards. It was like 5.5 yards per pass attempt. I mean, he was just god awful. But Cowboys fans coming in and say how he owned Jalen Hurts that game. It's like,
Cowboys
yeah,
fans are, dude.
they're delusional.
You know how I told you that I don't understand how Rossini could create fake accounts? Like I don't understand how these Cowboys fans still continue to think they have a leg to stand on. Dude, I don't get it, man.
I don't
Like,
get it either. It's
dude.
absolutely
They
wild.
Cowboys fans need to walk around with their head held low.
For real.
Dude, head down like this. Like, don't see me. Like,
Oh,
dude,
here's
you
here's
guys are embarrassing.
here's a good one for you. Here's a good one for you. You're gonna like this. React to this. So this is about Cowboys fans. And actually it kind of sounds a little bit like Drew Brees, but this is a Cowboys fan. He said he would much rather
Oh my god, I saw
watch
this shit, dude.
the 3-3-1 Cowboys than be the 5-2 Eagles because
Because
his
you
team's
guys
going
are
into the playoffs.
losers. Because you guys are losers. That's why. You
They're
guys are
entertaining losers, man.
losers, dude.
They're entertaining losers,
Holy crap.
right?
Yeah, I'd much rather. Again, that's why you Cowboys. That's why you guys fucking suck.
It's like I'd,
That's why you
I'd
guys
much
suck. Because every
I'd
year,
much rather lose, but watch Dak Prescott rack up yards against a prevent defense at the end of games that we lose. Like
and
what?
dude,
Come on.
that's the problem. That's the problem with Cowboys fans. They are losers. First, let's just get that out the way. Let's just get that out the way. But they drink the Kool-Aid so bad
So bad.
that they don't improve. Maybe if you guys stopped caping for your inept team all the time and stop caping for Dak Prescott all the time and stop being delusional, maybe the team would improve. But no, every year you guys say, "Oh, it's like the complete opposite of Jets fans and Giants fans." It's like and Eagles fans. Like they will give you the worst case scenario every time. But the Cowboys fans, oh, this is our
Yeah.
year for a Super Bowl. Wait, huh? What are you talking?
Well,
Oh yeah, we're a Super Bowl team. Oh, you guys think we're a Super Bowl team? Perfect. Jerry Jones,
listen to
my
us
job's
now.
here is done. Yeah, exactly.
Listen to us
Exactly.
now. We're the defending Super Bowl champs. We're 5-2, and we're talking like the damn sky is
Yeah,
falling.
it's like dude, but listen to that. If you tell the owner, general manager of the team, as fans, that you think you have a Super Bowl winning roster, well, then their job's done.
Right.
But if you tell your owner, GM, coach that you need more players, you need more, you're not quite there yet, then
You're
they
never there.
need to improve. Cowboys fans say they have a Super Bowl winning team every year. So what's your excuse every year?
Right.
What's the excuse every single year?
Yeah,
You guys need to wake up and smell the roses.
that's what I'm saying. What are the excuses for Dak Prescott having no playoff success? If he's that good, if he's that good,
you know that one Aaron Rodgers play fucking a decade ago. Dude, I haven't been scared of the Cowboys in a serious way since that offensive line got old and since Ezekiel Elliott got fat and left. I haven't worried about them at all. Once they said, "Oh, we're gonna build around Dak Prescott," oh, thank you.
Well, and you know what's crazy about that? To another point of that, since we're ranting on the damn Cowboys now, is their response to the whole thing is, well, of course Jalen's got a super team. Dak's never had anyone around him. It's this and that. There was one year, and I think, damn, I can't even remember they made the playoffs. I think they might have lost in the first round, the wild card, but they had a season where, and it's the only team I think in history that have this. Dak Prescott had 4,000 plus passing yards, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,000-yard receiver, 10 sack guy, 10 interception guy, and they bombed out. Don't tell me about super teams, man. You had all those stats that you love, Cowboys fans, on both sides of the ball.
Oh, but it was
And
Bill Parcells' fault. Oh, but it's Jason Garrett's fault. Oh, but it's Mike McCarthy's fault. Oh, it's your guys' fault. It's your guys' fault.
And then we go win a Super Bowl after the MVP tears his ACL late in the season. We go win a Super Bowl against the juggernaut Patriots with our backup. But Dak Prescott can't take a team anywhere.
It's nasty work, dude. And that 2017 Eagles team is the furthest thing from a super team. So it's the furthest thing.
Yeah.
That is a perfect. Everybody has a role and plays their role team.
Yep, 100%. And that is so important. I mean, it's important in all team sports, but so important in football. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody's got it. Which is why
AJ Brown needs to look at that film.
Yeah, I was just going to say, which is why stuff like what AJ Brown does is so irksome. Just play your role, man. Play your role, because you're going to get numbers in your role. That's the thing. When he had nothing before he came to Philly with Jalen Hurts, he's got 2 1,400-yard seasons, another 1,100-yard season, 3 All-Pro teams, and a Super Bowl ring, man.
Now, have you seen the before I even go, I just pulled up the team because I wanted to refresh my memory on who the wide receivers were, dude. Maybe this guy needs to call Alshon Jeffrey and be like,
I was going to say, Alshon Jeffrey had a season, man.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe he needs to call these guys because it's very similar body type, but we just said everybody plays their role. I don't even know. I mean, maybe my memory's shot. Did he even put up a stink? Did Alshon Jeffrey say anything that brings attention to him?
Not that I recall, man. In fact, the way he played that year kind of played, not talks, played kind of reminds me of AJ Brown, like a very similar type of wide receiver. He's a big guy that you can throw the ball up to and he'll go get it. Yeah, that was a team, man. I mean,
it's very frustrating.
I mean, how long he was perfect in the role for
that
team.
Walk the dogs real quick before you go.
And then how long did Corey Clement last in the NFL after that season? Not long. But he was so important to that team.
Yeah, it's
right. Chris Long comes in and has a season. That was such a team from top to bottom. It really was.
Yeah, they got to gotta do something about it, man.
but we'll see. The thing is, especially since everyone knows how desperate the Eagles are right now. I don't see. I mean, he could surprise me, but I don't see Howie getting the defensive end help we need and the cornerback that we need. And with looking at injuries, hell, we might need a good offensive lineman, man.
Yeah. I would put corner as our number one need.
Sorry, man. My
I saw it fell
Bluetooth
out.
fell out of my ear.
Yeah.
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 You were starting to say corner above defensive end.
Yeah, I think corner is our number one need. Like
Yeah.
I know we got to get out of after the quarterback, but if these guys are always open on the outside, we can get after the quarterback very quickly, and he's just going to find somebody to throw it to.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the I think I just I think it might be easier to scheme pressure and not get burned than it is to scheme having a really bad cornerback on the
Yeah.
on the field, right? Like that's the thing. And we saw that last week again. Like I'll tell you what, with the defensive end situation, the way Jalex Hunt played really gave me a lot of hope going forward if he can elevate to that. Because yeah, he had that pick, which was phenomenal. But it going for an entire season, I'm much more impressed with the fact that he got pressure on the quarterback when he was rushing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, no. I agree. I want to CB2. A CB2. Cuz keep Cooper locking it up in the nickel, dude. The fact that now I like him better as a nickel corner, and then occasionally he's matched up against the one and fucking shutting Justin Jefferson down. I like that.
Yeah.
But don't rely on him to do that every single play.
No. Plus, also when he did that on that play, that was in a very limited part of the field, right? Like he wasn't going to get burned on a long route or a long crossing route or anything like that. It was a different type
sidelined your
situation.
Defender in that
because I think it lessens the team too much to move him to the outside. I just leave him where he is, man. That's where he excels.
Yeah,
that's where his skill and talent is going to shine the most.
We need another guy because, dude, I'm thinking about it, right? Because I was thinking about the Asante Samuel years, like Quinion might be like our best guy since then.
Jesus, man, I thought you were going to say bring back Asante Samuel.
Yeah, he might be our best guy since then. But then I said, all right, let's go a step further, right? We got Coop. We got Quinion. If we got Makuba, who's still young. If we get one more guy, dude, this might be the best secondary since the Troy Vincent, Sheldon Brown, Michael Lewis, Ryan Dawkins.
And don't forget, we really haven't gotten an opportunity to see Bennett because he's been hurt.
Yeah.
He did some nice things in the preseason. We thought he was going to be in the mix, but we haven't gotten to see him because he can't get on the field.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think that ACL really set back Sidney Brown.
Yeah. I don't know if I think we maybe briefly touched on it, but it's holy shit, dude! Nick Mangold died.
What?
Nick Mangold died. I just got the update on ESPN. I have the TV on here. Breaking news: Nick Mangold died at 41 years old. Holy shit!
Oh, holy crap, man!
What are we talking about? That actually just completely. Oh yeah, because these guys they don't contribute on the field, so it's a matter of what can we flip and get for them. Before I say their names, because they contribute so little, I don't really think it's a loss if we get capital. Even halfway through the season, we get something. It's who's going to take Kelly Ringo and Adoree Jackson off our hands.
Yeah.
Who will do us that solid?
And there probably is someone out there, but I just don't know. To me, it seems like those are the type of guys that you either throw in as an extra, like that over, or they're the kind of guys that someone's only going to give up a 7th round pick for.
And the thing,
as opposed to players,
they're so bad. I think just getting rid of them would be addition by subtraction. On the field, they are bad. Like they're bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like if you put Daniel on the back of their jersey, you would have no idea. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like that's how bad they are. It's like, dude, is this a fucking person they picked up off the street?
Yeah.
It's bad. It is bad. It is bad. And I think that, and if we get a cornerback, that would allow us to get off those guys. You know,
Right.
because we have to rely on one or both of them because that position is
Oh
so
yeah.
is so
Yeah.
thin.
I mean, I think Jackson has shown more to me than Ringo has, but yeah, I mean, we want to upgrade.
Yeah, it's
But all right, man. Anyway, man, I mean, like we've been going over an hour. We can wrap this up. I can't think of anything specifically that we haven't covered going in, other than they better beat the freaking New York Giants. But hey, it's the Giants. That might be what gets Saquon back on track, man.
yeah. Well, the defense needs to be tough because they're gonna trot out Scatterboo. They're gonna trot him out. They're gonna get Jackson Dart outside the pocket. The defense needs to be tough.
Yeah. No, no worries about him. We're gonna take care of them. Besides, you know what? They shouldn't even be able to get to play against the Eagles with that nonsense they pulled with the concussion protocol stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Dart and Scatterboo should be on the bench.
but again, why did it take so long? Like, guys, we're seeing this happen in real time. What? Why is this?
Yeah,
so
I
long
know
to
that's
come
crazy.
down with a?
And guys get, well, I should say guys. Eagles get fined
That
for
happened
flexing after.
when I was in Arizona 2 weeks ago. Like that's how
I
long
think
ago.
so. Yeah.
How long ago
Yeah.
that happened?
But Eagles players get fined for flexing after making a tackle quicker than this. Like
It's
wild.
yeah, it's all ridiculous. It's all ridiculous.
But all right, man. Unless you got anything else, I mean, we're rolling on to game time soon.
No. Well, I mean, we briefly talked about it. I'll just touch on it again. Addressing that running back in the draft needs to be touched on. And I think it needs to be a draft. I think it needs to be a draft pickup, not somebody that's been in the league 4 or 5 years and now they're a free agent. Go in the draft and get somebody that we can develop that fits our play style.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, and there's so many athletes and there's so many good running backs that fall late in the draft. That
yeah, well, because they're not prioritized anymore.
Like you can pick these guys up.
Yep. But all right, man. Well, as always, appreciate you hanging out.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Hopefully you don't. Hopefully they win, so you don't crash out. And, you know.
This is a game they need. If they lose twice to this,
no, they can't. They can't. I mean, if they lose twice to the Giants, then we'll just call it a season.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, then you're playing
that kind of that disqualifies you from playing any further. You just that's twice. Too embarrassing.
Yeah, once is bad enough, but losing twice. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit more north of you here, so I listen to a lot of New York radio.
Yeah, you have to,
I hear it.
Yeah, you hear that.
Yeah, I hear it quite often.
That's got to be awful.
I get 97.5. I do get 97.5, the Philly radio, but it's just.
Oh, do you? It's
just not as entertaining. I think I was telling you this last week. It's just not as entertaining as listen to these guys on WFAN just talk Jets, Giants, Yankees, Mets, Knicks. It's just not as.
Yeah.
They got to hire us, CDS. That's what it is.
That's what they need, man. They need new blood. Get rid of all these idiots.
Yeah.
But yeah. Absolutely. It'll happen eventually. I mean, I think we had at least 5 or 6 people on here, so we're rolling.
No, I saw that we had like 4 or 5 watching us today. So.
Thank you to those who showed up. Hey, man,
appreciate
you. We're just starting. It can only go up from here, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you get to it. Appreciate you being here.
All right, CDS. Have a good